Sarah Lynn here with Stephanie, and we're super excited. I keep saying the word excited, but this is just all so much fun to be able to share this really awesome tool with you. Steph, I would like at this time for you to tell us the success that you have had in the previous company, just so people understand the power behind this tool.
Sure. When I started with Beauty Control, I was pretty introverted and was not really willing to step outside of my box very easily. And I had a friend in Beauty Control that believed in me enough to challenge me to put out a couple lead bags. And the first place that I went into, of course, it was a total bomb. They looked at me like I had three heads. I'm sure I sounded like a complete idiot when I walked in. And, of course, I did not place a bag in that shop because it just did not go well at all. So the next time I went in, I kind of practiced a few times about what I was going to say. And I went in with the bag and I had more of a clear plan of what I wanted to accomplish. I'm a firm believer in you can't ask people to do you favors. You need to tell people what you can offer them. And if they see the value in what you have to offer them, you're more likely to get them to do what you want them to do. So if I want to put a lead bag in your shop, I need to tell you what is in it for you and why you should want that lead bag in your shop. So the next time I went in, I had that plan and it went a lot smoother that time. So I think first and foremost, we need to understand that what a lead bag is not. A lead bag is not a guarantee of sales. A lead bag is not a guarantee of parties. It's not a guarantee of success of your business. It's truly nothing more than an opportunity for you to practice doing a demo.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go into it with the knowledge that this is purely an opportunity for me to get in front of people that I wouldn't normally get to be in front of, then I think you'll have more success with it.
Don't you think it's kind of like a booth? And I've said this one time before in one of the videos. My booth, I've spent on the low end, a booth is $100, $150, $200. But I spend on a yearly basis $800 for the Women's Lifestyle Fair of the Quad Cities. And so what I love about the lead bag compared to a booth is there's got to be investment. You got to have some skin in the game here to make it valuable to you. But compared to a booth, I literally have to wait till next March before that booth comes around again. And then the other booth I do is in the summer. I have to wait till next July for that to come around again. Whereas a lead bag, yes, you're going to put some money out, but you're going to then, you can put it out and literally you should be back within 2 days to check the leads, right? How many leads, like what did you do for the routine of it? Like you'd set it out and then how?
Yeah, I would go in on Monday mornings because I had one lead bag. I had a couple out at different shops and like I did one at a tanning booth, a tanning salon, and it was a nationally recognized tanning salon. And I went in, 2 Mondays in a row and there was nothing in there. So I asked the girl, I was like, can we maybe put this on the counter instead of the table over by the chairs where everybody sits? And she said, well, we're actually not supposed to have it in here. So it really hasn't been out. I just put it back out this morning. So I found out through conversation with her that it hadn't even been put out, that she just happened to put it back out that morning, only because her manager had just come in and she knew her manager wasn't going to be back for a while.
I see.
So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it out because I don't want to get anybody in trouble with this. I want this to be a positive thing for other people.
Right.
So you just want to be cautious about where you're taking it. But you want it to be beneficial for the business and for yourself. And yes, you do need to have a little skin in the game, but it shouldn't be detrimental to your pocketbook either.
No.
I would go in on a Monday and pull out 12 to 15 leads.
Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
and then
I would go back on Friday.
Okay.
And the reason why I did that, Sarah Lynn, is because through the week they have clients come in.
Right.
Pick them up before Friday, and then you'll have your weekend leads on Monday.
Okay, cool.
If I waited too long, I would notice that my leads would start to disappear.
Oh.
And I actually found out that I had competing companies coming in and taking my leads.
Oh my goodness.
So just keep track of your bag.
Right.
And if you're going on vacation, have your mom swing by and pick them up, or, tell the business owner, I'm not going to be in on this week. Can you pull them out for me and keep them in the cash register?
So that being said too, I found in the years of watching my team do this, I didn't do these, but I found in the girls who are successful with them, they needed to have one bag out, because if you start getting like 4 bags out, you cannot do the bag service.
Yeah. And if you do that, I saw on, I think Lynn, was the name of the person that you had it up on Ostwinkle team page. She had a great idea. Take the envelope with the business name in when you get your leads, so you can put the leads in the business name envelope to keep them straight.
Right.
Another thing I did is I printed them in on different colored papers. So I would, the blue ones came from this shop, and the pink ones,
nice. That's a great idea too.
so that I kind of had my own whatever approach. But you're absolutely right. One bag, if it's in a good location, you don't need more than one bag, quite frankly. I was doing 15 parties a month, and they were all out of one shop. So
Steph, I wanted you to brag on yourself and tell us how successful you are, because you weren't on my team, but I remember standing at the front of the room watching you win in the top what? How many times in a row?
I was in top 10, I don't know, 4 or 5, I've kind of forgotten now, 4 or 5 times out of the 6 years.
Right.
I was on stage in the top, at least the top 20. I know 3 times I was top 10 or something like that. So
you cannot do that unless you are truly a businesswoman that is working her business. So how is it? Super easy, super fun to walk in there? Are you just no fear at all when you walk in and talk to these places?
I think you have to have no expectations.
Well, that's good.
You have to have no expectations. And then that way, anything you get is a win.
And then wouldn't you say to start at some places maybe further from home to practice? Don't you think that until you get no's a bunch of times, because you got to get the words in your head. You got to be able to say it in a store. Your tummy's going to be jumping when you walk into the first 5 or 6 of them. Don't you think?
Yeah. So a couple of things that I heard you say there is go to a different town a little farther away. I wouldn't go to a town that you aren't willing to go to do parties in.
Right.
If you're not willing to do the part, I had some people go as far away as an hour away, and I followed up with them to see how they were doing with that lead bag, and they hadn't gotten back to pick up the leads.
Oh gosh, no.
Went back.
No.
So there's no point in doing that. Go someplace that's on your normal route. If you work at point B, then pick point A somewhere between where you live and where you work.
Okay.
And that way you're past there every day. You can swing by very easily. Or if you always take the kids to gymnastics on the other side of town on Thursday nights, then you can get in there on Thursday night to pick up your leads while you're waiting for the kids at gymnastics. Think about it in a very methodical sense of how it's going to work easily into your schedule, because you don't want to form a business partnership with another business person and not keep up your end of the bargain. That's just unprofessional, and it gives Truora a bad name.
Excellent. Okay, good to know. All right, so I'm looking at the screen, and it says choose a shop where women spend money. I love the idea of a coffee shop, a nail shop, a flower shop, a gift shop. Excellent ideas. What did you find was your best lead?
A nail salon.
Okay.
I had one nail salon, and I just love that they were willing to give me a chance. I didn't do business at that shop, but once they helped me with my lead bag, that's the only place I went to get my nails done.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
All right. And then we're going to show you in another video how to do this actual bag and how to make the slips. But why don't you kind of walk us through some tips, because we have the words to say. I like that you say make sure you look professional, right? And remember to smile, right?
Yep. Be confident when you walk in. Be confident in the fact that you have a service to offer them. This is a service that no one else is going to offer them. I guarantee you there will never be somebody else walk into their place of business and say, I want to give you a gift for your customers that I'm going to pay for. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is going to do that.
And I see lead bags from like Mary Kay and that, but normally they're not buying the gift card from the shop. That's the shift on this. Isn't that what makes this different?
Absolutely. I'm basically renting space on their shelf.
Oh, Stephanie, that's great words.
It's basically what I'm doing. I'm renting a spot right here on your shelf, and I'm just going to ask you to remind people to enter to win. because it's a gift from you that I'm going to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And this is helping me get my name out in the community as a business person.
Oh, that is really good. Good verbiage. I like how you say when you walk in the first time, ask for the store manager, the owner, and then if they are available for a minute or two, because sometimes you're talking to that person. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And sometimes, like I'll walk in and say, hi, is the manager or the store owner available I could speak with? And they'll say, yeah, I'm the owner. What can I help you with? And then I go into my spiel.
Hey, Stephanie, what if it says no soliciting on the door?
I'm sorry, what sign?
So sometimes there's signs on some shops that say no.
That's what I would say. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
You sounded so real. I thought you didn't know. That was great. We could have played that in the corner if we tried. You're so right off the cuff. Good job. Yeah. No, but and actually, because we're not here trying to get them to spend money. I'm spending money with them.
Yeah, it's truly different. I'm not trying to sell them anything. No. I'm not trying to sell their customers anything. No. I'm offering them a service.
Right.
That service that I'm offering them is valuable. It's a gift that nobody else is going to give their customers.
Correct.
It does help me. Yes. Am I going to ask for the sale? I'd be stupid not to.
Right.
If I'm going into it from a good place in my heart where I'm wanting to partner with other businesses for nothing more than the opportunity to get in front of people and get my name out in the community as a business person, then I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the other thing that I liked that you put in the script is when you walk, then when they say it's me, you look them in the eye, make that eye contact, solid eye contact, reach out your hand to shake their hand at the same time. The other thing I kind of try to do is that if I'm taller than them, I kind of dip my head down a little bit because it's an honoring thing to not just be so confident you're towering over top of them, because a lot of these people in the nail salons are little people.
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of honor a bit by kind of lowering your head, lowering your voice a little bit and say.
Are you saying drop your chin a little?
Yep, drop your chin. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. All right, so then give us the words that you like to say. I have them up on the screen too, but it's just nice to hear your tone of it.
I think voice inflection has a lot to do with it. You have to be excited and you have to be sincere. Yes. Again, wishy-washy, monotone,
right,
tripping over yourself conversations. Mm-hmm. Those you got to get those out in the mirror in the bathroom before you leave for the day. You've got to be more clear with your conversation and more confident with it. So I just take a deep breath and I walk in and I say, hi there, my name's Stephanie and I live here locally. I own a small mobile spa business and I'm looking to partner with other small business owners just to help me get my name out in the community. What I'm offering is a way for you to give a gift to your valued clients at no cost to you. What I'd like to do is place this bag in a visible location. Your clients can enter their contact information and then I'll be coming in to you to buy gift cards for the names that I draw that I'll then present to them as a gift from you. Now I pay for the cards, but I give you all the credit for the gift. And what this does for me is it just helps me introduce what my business is, and in exchange for your partnership, then I buy that gift card that gets them back into your store. And as a business owner, I'm sure that you know that if somebody comes back to your store more than once, then they're likely to be a repeat customer. So that, again, that helps you. Does this sound like something you might be willing to partner with me in?
And then shut up and let them think.
Shut up and let them think.
Because if you pause and you're nervous and you start talking, you lose.
You lose every time.
Yep. You've got to be quiet.
That I've had people ask is, so what's in it for you?
Mm-hmm.
And then
lots of times you just said that, but you gave them a lot to think about in a short amount of time. So you just need to say what? If they say what's in it for you, what do you say?
Then I say, well, what this does is this helps me get my name out in the community as a business person. It's a brand new line that I'm working with. I need people to try the products that I'm using. And this is just going to help me get my name out in the community. I have a script that I will actually use when I call people. If you would like to read that to see that I'm not pushing them in any way, this is truly a gift that you can give your clients that doesn't cost you anything at all. Here's what I say. And I would also encourage you that if you get any of your customers that come in and complain about me or the way I treated them, I would expect you to call me immediately so that I can rectify the situation, because I never want to be pushy to anybody.
Okay, so, and that being said, the other thing I like to see, and the information you typed up here, is that we've had this going on in our company for years.
This is not new.
Brand new.
Yeah.
For us, we know how to do this. These are tried and true tools. That's why, that's why we're talking to Steph. This is what.
Yeah, this isn't something that I've invented. No. This was handed down to me from somebody who believed in me.
Right.
And she got it from somebody that believed in her, and it was probably on some phone call or some website at some point. And it's, it's just information that we hand down to help each other as business women.
Right. So I love that, because let them know that you know how to do this. You're confident that the tool that you have, what you're offering people, they will love. They're not going to get complaints. Have you ever had somebody get a complaint, Steph?
I want to say there was one woman that complained about something.
Well, it's nice when we have to rack our brain to figure it out.
But after I talked to the owner, they were like, "No, don't even worry. We didn't even believe it for a minute."
Okay, cool.
She's been in here.
And that's the thing.
Go ahead. You may have something, but seriously, if you go at it from the standpoint, I'm doing something for someone else, and this is purely an opportunity for me to practice my craft.
Right.
And that is the only expectation that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fail.
No.
You really can't.
Nope, I agree. I agree 100%. All right, Stephanie, again, oh my word, thank you. This is fantastic, outstanding information.
You got to get out of your comfort zone, but once you do, and you do a few of these, it does get easier. Right. I would say the hardest conversation is with the business owner, because they're short on time. They're very skeptical, and this is an offer that's just too good to be true for them. Yeah. So just be sincere. Don't be pushy, but be sincere, and just be honest with them. They're either going to do it or they're not. And if they don't, just move on to the next shop. It's totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you, you superstar. I applaud you. And you've spent hours on the phone with me today creating all this for everybody, and your commitment to our team is just very much appreciated. So
it's my pleasure. Thanks for believing in us.
You bet.